We're live now.
What's up,
Hey
guys?
guys, it's KCraft. Your boy is back, and today this is my March Madness live stream. This live stream is like the first part of March stuff. But anyways, so in this live stream I have my good buddy and friend Ignite,
Hey!
and going to discuss about the Angry Birds Movie 2 trailer and Ultimate Adventures news.
So let's sling right into the news. But
All right, first news. I should say news. The first news is that you probably heard the news about Courtney.
remember that
And
female you guys?
it's the first female pig in existence with a name, because there have been other female pigs before, but this is actually the first one where it's not either one a crossover or two just in a spin-off game. This is confirmed. This is real. This is canon, and
Oh,
I'm not bothered by it at all. It's like a young kid, but then again, I saw in the Mino made her human fight a little bit, but I'm not judging.
so
And
here
that's the female pig from Angry Birds Seasons. We don't know if they're gonna make an Angry Birds if they're gonna make an Angry Birds season, like an Angry Birds movie 2 plush of Courtney yet. Only fate will decide.
goodbye female pig.
Oh, also, we're also going to talk about our wiki, and what I mean by that is that we are going to compare our wiki to the other Angry Birds wiki. Not meaning to brag, but our wiki is superior to the other wiki. Unfortunately, I have to wait till V-Star shows up since he's the guy in control of it. Well, I own half of it, but basically what I mean is that he's normally the one who pointed out the hilarious errors that the wiki has shown us.
So let's get on to stuff with Ultimate Adventures.
First we got everyone casted for their specific roles.
Casting is closed, you guys, but don't worry.
Season
Don't
two is season two casting will start about like around like episode 5, episode 4, something around there.
cry because after all, it is the middle of the season, you know?
Yeah. Right, so that makes sense.
So, my best friend who's voicing Blue is also voicing Crystal.
Crystals
Um, Lockstar Plush Adventures is
is
voicing Ruby.
Ruby.
Where is Ruby? I forgot to put her in my setup. Oh well.
We'll get her then.
Uh, don't know where she is. The problem. Oh well.
And then the last thing is that basically the last thing is that and I think the first season is going to be really good. We have high confidences. Now the series may premiere in either March or April, but if we delay it a little bit for reasons, we might push it to May or something like that.
And we might have to do it post like a couple episodes, more than just 2 episodes a month
Right, we might do 3 or 4 per month
if it gets delayed to May. Because tell them why we might have to delay it.
because of school reasons.
Not just that.
Um, oh, we haven't recorded our lines yet.
And Blue is missing, you guys.
Which is why we're only going to focus on the first 2 episodes. Can you show me the link to your wiki? Yes, I am going to show you our wiki. It's not completed, but it's in its working stages per se.
He still has a lot to go.
I said that.
Yep. So,
Anyways,
by the way, Courtney will be voiced by Aquafina in Angry Movie 2.
right, which is confirmed by the producer John Cohen, which I think is a really nice idea to bring a female pig.
Huh?
Into the next.
I've got something to show all of you guys, which is pretty interesting.
What's that?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, also they added a new character in Angry Birds 2. Sadly, it's not Bubbles, unfortunately.
It's a hatchling.
Yes, those cash grabs finally made it into the game.
As playable characters, and don't worry, they're not playable in the story levels. They have their own mode.
Right. So if you don't like those hatchlings because they're shoving you in your faces, then maybe you should just go with the normal story mode.
Well, they are nest, but evil. They're in a nest still beside your slingshot, but they're not as noticeable as they are. I mean, they're not as noticeable as they are in the new hatchling jetpack run mode.
Right.
And don't forget about Mirage.
Oh yeah, there's a new character in Angry Birds Transformers called Mirage, who is actually based off of his Generation 1 design.
And he says, and Red asks, is Zeta's the villain, right? Yeah, Zeta's.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
A trick. They lied to us all.
Including Mighty Red. But anyways, I'm not talking about the Angry Birds movie 2 yet once we have more people on there, but I'm just saying for now, I'm just going to say that a little bit of a like build up for later is that this trailer is actually better than the original trailer.
Hey, Theme G is here.
I know Sanji's here.
Sorry, I pronounced your name wrong, buddy.
It's fine.
No, I was just apologizing to him.
It's fine, but glad you're
Any
accomplishing that he's here.
It can be anything.
I'm not doing that joke.
I know.
But anyways, one of the things that alright, so also, here's some news about Frozen 2. Yes, I'm covering Frozen 2. So if you don't like Frozen,
Cover
it's
your
your
ears.
it's your opinion.
If
It's your opinion. Go with it.
you don't like Frozen, cover your ears.
Or cover your ears when I say this part. You know Elsa, the the ice queen. Wow, I just compared Elsa to Zeta here. Well, guess what? She is going to be the first Disney princess to be in the LGBT community.
Wow. In the official novel for the English movie one, one of the deleted scenes was actually in here. Look, Chuck, I can be a jerk sometimes. You made something happy. I couldn't deal with that sign. I was angry and I took it out on Billy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was a deleted scene from the
Yeah,
movie. I wish
so
they could have included that in there. There needs to be an Angry Birds movie 3. Well, all I can say is start dreaming because, well, I don't want to say it because it's like top secret, so shush.
Top C is classified.
Right. We're agent classified here. This is agent classified right here.
Oh my goodness. Wait,
If you get that reference, smash that like button.
it looks like Incredible Terrence is eating Chuck.
What, huh?
Look in my setup.
Uh no, looks like he's laying on it.
But he's touching it with his beak.
Chuck X Terrence confirmed? Hmm. But anyways, what I'm doing right now is that I'm drawing Mighty Redbird's OC.
Nice. Do that drawing in front of your nose.
You're not gonna get rid of that. You're not gonna get that headline out of your head.
Nope.
But hey, at least it's not. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it.
I'm not gonna make him say it.
It's not like that song that's gonna get stuck inside your head.
You know, that one from the Lego movie. That song's gonna get stuck
Sound's
in
gonna get
me.
stuck inside your. This song's gonna get inside your. I think I'm gonna get copy strike for this.
Skull Crusher's here. Hey, Skull Crusher.
Hello.
He's on the chat.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I see him.
Ah, ah.
So, anyways, I guess I'm guessing if this is all we have, then I think we should discuss about the Angry Birds movie 2 trailer.
But do you guys have any questions about anything? It could be Angry about Ultimate Adventures. It could be
It could
what?
be about the thing I said about Frozen 2.
It could be about if it can be on about like what's your opinion on the future of Angry Birds, what they're gonna do for the 10-year anniversary. They did nothing for the 8th and 9th anniversary. Nothing.
But they
Not
did tease the movie.
what?
They teased the movie a little bit by mentioning it.
But that's barely anything.
But I will say something about the third movie. I'm not going to say that there is or isn't. But all I can say is there is going to be an Angry Birds movie 3. Oh no, I just said it.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Actually, it's not a bad thing. It's just that I don't really want to reveal it to you all until the actual date is revealed. So just ignore my statement of saying about the third movie.
Oh no. Hope at least V-Star's not here.
Yeah, well, why do you say that?
Because I said that's fake news.
What did you say?
That's fake news.
If you keep on saying it, it will come up.
Okay. Woo, good one.
Hmm. I wish it was August already.
Me, I wished it was Easter already.
Easter's about either this month or next month, actually.
Yay!
And get this, it's gonna be released on August 16th. And 10 days from that is my birthday. I'm not even making that up.
Yep.
So basically, I can watch the movie on my birthday.
So 10 days after your birthday or before?
No, on my birthday.
Oh, it's on your birthday? Your birthday's August 16th?
No, August 26th.
Oh.
But I wish it was.
I hope that Angry Birds movie 2. I hope that they do something good this year for the 10th anniversary. Like, I mean, they're underusing these characters right here on the top of my stack. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah.
The Stella Flock.
Yeah. And they're
So I think we should. I think by now I think I should give a rundown of the second movie trailer. I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show the trailer because I'm afraid that Rovio might copyright me. So I'm just gonna explain it. Really,
Yep, they're even underusing our favorite bird.
but we don't know if they're not using it or not. That's the
Uh,
question.
yeah, good point.
So, anyways, let's begin the rundown of the second movie trailer.
So the basically it starts with a with this frozen island.
And by the way, I thought when I first saw this, I thought it was a and also I actually have screenshots of the movie as this movie trailer. So technically I can show you. Not the video, but the screenshots that I took of that video. So let me show you the frozen island that we called it on our wiki. And the other Angry Birds wiki called it Cold Island for some reason. Here it is. Cold Island. The frozen island right here. See, it's different than Piggy Island and Bird Island because one, look at all these icebergs right there. And we
Yeah,
see and then we see it's the shape of the island's also different as well. It's got some icebergs. I see some trees, like forest trees, and like a jagged mountains and a giant uh frozen snot cannon thing. And then after that, we are introduced to the main villain of the movie, Zeta, right here on a frozen pond, basically with a margarita. I'm going to assume, which is ironic because this is a frozen environment.
and here
And
comes
then, yeah, there's the butler, which we made a page on our wiki. And then after that, we see,
flipped on
and
our
basically after that, we see her like basically doing random stuff. Like, I don't know which came first, but we see one scene of her basically relaxing in a hammock of frozen ice, and she like falls down,
Hey,
and it shows that hammocks exist in the movie universe.
and here there's
It's either that. Oh, the fish as well. Yeah, the fish. It's pretty funny,
the
but
fish.
I don't know what came first, but
The
I
fish
remember
came.
that this is weird. This is an actual confirmation that dogs exist in this style. I mean, look, there's like a humanoid bird with a dog
With
and
ice.
an ice cube. Shouldn't he be dead at this point? I don't know what to order, but I'm just showing them off. But this is from the trailer. This isn't fake news, okay? This isn't fake news. So we're gonna go on to it. So then we see like a shot of basically of Zeta being like, "I'm sick of living on this frozen island," and that's what she actually says in the trailer, basically. And we get to see a good look of her face. She's kind of like a mixture of a palm tree and mighty eagle, to be honest. Who
I'm
apparently is a waifu. What?
I'm
And then here's the most interesting thing about Zeta that makes her stand out from the other birds, other characters. Not just the movie, not just the movie Birds, but also the movie Pigs. She has a freaking cannon. Look at the size of that cannon.
and here's
Look at it. It's advanced. This is advanced technology. This is advanced technology right here.
here's
And
the
then we
ice.
see it coming down from the sky. And thus we are introduced to the birds and the pigs in the trailer.
Here's Leonard looking through his telescope with Courtney.
No. That's going through his telescope. This is him looking through his telescope.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And this is actually the first time we get to see this character here. Courtney.
Voiced
Right
by
here.
Aquafina.
And then after that we see let me find the image first.
I
We
got
see
it.
an image of a bomb of the main trio right here. And surprisingly, Bomb is in a recycling bin. I don't know how that came to be, but my guess is that he's containing his farts. I mean, in explosions. And then after that, we see like Red and Leonard basically shocked about it. And here's the most surprising thing to me: the birds running away from the ice ball. Look who's in the trailer.
Classic, I'm in the trailer. And then
We see the hatchlings, which I actually have a screenshot of. This one is Vincent dressed up in a pink suit, Samantha in a red mask, and Zoe in her like
I
piggy outfit. And she basically says, "Ah, quack," which I thought it was "ah quack," but it was actually "ah quap," like "ah crap," basically. And then we get to hear the famous line, "We're gonna need a bigger slingshot," right there, which I actually did get that screenshot of right here.
and then the
And
trailer.
then we get to see the logo of the movie in the cinematic form. And here it is right here. Right here, and you notice that has a little frost in it, which I think it's kind of different. And then we see Zeta basically eating her fish until a blasted seal has taken her fish away. Her fish away. Darn you, Secret Life of Pets-esque seal. You always ruin everything. And then the trailer ends. That's it. And V-Star even mentioned this, but this is actually a better trailer than the first movie. The first movie, the first trailer of the first
Oh my
movie
goodness, look
basically
at that fish.
revealed a whole lot of plot
Look at his
points.
eyes.
Yeah.
He's like, help me.
The first trailer basically showed the main plot of the movie. Basically, Red is the angriest bird, and pigs are coming to steal their eggs. Pretty simple. But there's something about the second movie that makes it different than the first movie, because it's not the same thing. It's something different and unique, and I love it. It shows some mystery on who is this bird, who's Zeta, what's her end game, why is there Courtney there? Which I have a theory. You know, in the first movie, Leonard had an assistant named Ross. I'm thinking that in this film, Courtney will be the assistant. Because why is she there right next to Leonard in the first place? To be an assistant, like Ross did in the first film. So that makes me conclude of the fact that Courtney will replace Ross' role as an assistant in this film.
And so far, the cast so far is pretty interesting. It's pretty straightforward. So, like we said, we got Red Chuck Bomb, Leonard, and Mighty Eagle coming back.
I didn't mention Mighty Eagle. He was never revealed, but thanks for that reveal of the Mighty Eagle's existence.
You did.
No, I didn't say Mighty Eagle was returning. Well, I just did, but I didn't mention it earlier. Zeta is actually going to be voiced by Leslie Jones. And Courtney, like we mentioned before, like 3 times, is going to be voiced by Aquafina, who I've looked at her profile, and she's a rapper. That's a neat trick.
Look, remember this?
I remember that. I remember that.
Is it fake?
I remember that video. But it's different now. Leslie Jones is playing Zeta, and Aquafina is playing Courtney. Which, now that I just gotta say this, is the second movie going to be a musical? Because we featured 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 musical guest stars. We got Aquafina, who's voicing Courtney. We got Dove Cameron with an unspecified role, and Nicki Minaj in an unspecified role. So is this going to be like a musical? I mean, I know the first one wasn't a musical, but they had 2 artists in there anyways. I don't know. Maybe it's Rio 2 all over again, since the composer of that film is returning to be here. Bubbles commented, "This is just Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze all over again. First of all, where were you in the trailer? I never saw you. You can't say that statement. Also, second, I kind of agree. When I saw the teaser trailer comments, I actually did see that Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze was the second movie, basically. So, coincidence? I do not think so. Did you say Aquafina? Yes, but that's not how it's spelled. This is how you spell Aquafina. Just clearing it up for a red bird, aka Electro Bird 108. So, anyways, overall, the second movie trailer is actually good, and I actually want to see it. But then there's another problem that I saw during the comments of the first trailer. This is actually going to be co-produced by the Sony Pictures Animation, which has made Open Season and the successful film that is Into the Spider-Verse. And people say that they're comparing Spider-Verse to this film and saying that it's a downgrade. Okay, first of all, they're 2 different genres. You can't just compare 2 of them, 2 movies with an exact opposite genre in the first place. It's basically like saying comparing a horror movie to a comedy movie.
And also,
And second, I've seen some of Sony Pictures Animations films. They're actually good. Like Hotel Transylvania, for example. I thought it was creative and fun and interesting. So seeing this actually makes me want to do this. Plus, I don't know about I haven't and also the director is also fun as well. Even though I have never seen any of his works, I have heard the name Thor Van Erman. Basically, he's the one who basically created the misadventures of Flapjack, if you remember that. And he was basically the creator, the writer, producer. He was pretty much everything on there. He was also responsible for some of the older Cartoon Network shows, like the original Powerpuffs and Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. So he has a pretty good resume, to be honest.
yeah,
And
It says Germany Hotel Transylvania. Hey, that was what I said, Bubbles. He says, I think the birds and the pigs are gonna work together.
I think so, but when I saw the comments, I saw some people going with that, but I saw some comments saying that people are not they're not going for that. But for me, I seriously want to see this. Like it's kind of an interesting idea of birds and pigs actually working together. Unlike some interactions, Cyber Squad and Hacker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'll do a review on Cyber Chase later on.
Another example of birds and pigs working together was Ingrid's Epic.
And not just that, Angry Birds Transformers did this as well. Even though they're two opposite factions, they still work together. Remember?
Yep, they're working together to stop those egg bots.
Oh, and here's a point that Olivia made. In the first movie, they betray the birds. I'm not stupid. You are correct. The pigs
Yeah,
did betray the birds. So maybe when the pigs are maybe the pig maybe when the pigs basically like I'm gonna assume that Zeta freezes Piggy Island first, and then the pigs are gonna evacuate from Piggy Island, and then they start coming to Bird Island again. The birds are gonna question why is he there, and then he explains that there's a giant ice ball in the sky. At first, the birds don't believe him because of the last time that happened. But then they actually believe him when Bird Island starts getting frozen. And I'm guessing that's where we're going to see it. So something like that.
yeah.
Like,
And
I'm not saying that birds and pigs working together is not a bad choice. But if we're going by movie standards, like continuity wise, I think that my statement should be making here. And I'm thinking that's what they're going with here. But anyways, I really at first I thought it was Gale who was the main villain, which we pretty much said we were all trolled by that. But I actually don't mind Zeta as I thought. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then I looked and I was like, "A new villain." I mean, I'm not saying that a new villain is not a bad idea. It's just that we were all trolled because we thought it was Gale in the first place. But it was actually Zeta. And I kind of like her design. She sort of has like a long slender body, but has a head that kind of makes her look like a palm tree, basically, with a face. So if all you deviant artists out there, go make a realistic Zeta by making a palm tree with a face. And there's actually other civilians to Frozen Island or Cold Island. On our wiki, we listed it as Frozen Island. We don't know if that's the actual official name of that, but I'm going to assume that's actually the full name of it. That should be a meme. Yes. Yes. Yes, that should be a meme. Basically, Zeta's face on everything tall, basically. Like a traffic light, a firecracker,
So
starfish,
I guess there's only
a
one
long stick, a tree, a Lego piece, a block of wood, and other unnamed long things and skinny and tall things that are pretty much modest in nature. But there's also other civilians. Like Zeta has like an assistant bird, which when I heard his grunt, it sounded male. So I'm going to assume it's either going to be voiced by Zach Woods, Eugenio Debris, or Lil Rel Howery. Don't forget, Lil Rel Howery is also in this film.
And looks like one of my theories is deconfirmed. There's only one theory of mine that remains.
What's that?
You know what I mean by theories. You know, the theories I just explained on my video.
Yeah. And
Not the villain anymore, but
oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Silver is actually going to be in the movie. But I hope it's not that. If that is Silver, I have lost humanity. Just kidding. I'm only half serious. The Zeta me, more like the Zeta Project. And fun fact, there's actually a show called the Zeta Project. And there's a robot called Zeta. So you better so on my DeviantArt or Amino, you better expect the Zeta hybrid. But so anyways, and I've actually heard Brooklyn Prince before in the Lego Movie 2. She's fitting for the character, to be honest. Like really fitting.
So I'm back. So we haven't said about the news we haven't told people about the confirmation that Silver is the proof that it's confirmed that Silver's going to be in the movie.
I just did.
You did?
Yeah, I mentioned it, and I was telling them that I hope that wasn't the design of Silver.
So you know the proof if you're wondering where the proof is from, there's this.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what the proof is. The proof is that well, you heard of the candy dispenser Pez, right?
Yep, I.
Well, they're gonna make 4 Pez dispensers based off of the second movie. We got the 3 usual ones: Red, Chuck, and Bomb. But there's one of them that actually stands out. And that is actually Silver. And we're not making this up. This is real. This is canon. Someone made this. Okay, Bubbles has a theory on Mighty Eagle's role in the movie.
What is it, Bubbles?
He said, I think Mighty Eagle's role, like in the first movie, he's gonna be in the final battle. Oh, I know what you mean. You think that Mighty Eagle's not gonna have a major role, but he's gonna appear in the final battle like he did in the first movie. So basically, the movie Optimus Prime character, except not murdering everyone's faces. And then Red Bird saying, they're going to make Pez dispensers? How did you know? Hey, I didn't know this. Ignite knew this, okay? So you better be great about that.
I'm looking for that.
In the meantime, I think I'll explain about the second movies, like about Thor von Erman. And here's a fun fact about Thor von Erman. He's a Virginian. He's a Virginian. And you know what? I shouldn't like state this because I'm not gonna reveal where I am in the world because I might fear that people might stalk me on the internet. Like Blue Jay, for example.
I found it.
Show it to all of us
It's
people who are desperate of Silver appearing in the movie.
Appeared. The fight of the Angry Birds against the pigs immediately inspired millions of people, and is one of the most successful mobile games of all time. In addition to a variety of games, TV episodes, and YouTube clips appeared in 2016. The first Angry Birds movie. This summer comes a sequel to the computer animated comedy in theaters. Red, Chuck, and Bomb will be back with the party and beyond as Pez dispensers. New is the oblique Silver, both in the movie and Pez.
So this confirms that Silver's going to be in the movie. Will Gale be in the second movie, though? Yes. Yes. Basically, characters that appear in the first film, they're going to make it into the second film.
I hope Stella still has a speaking role in this movie, but I don't hope for it.
And maybe the Blues will appear, but I can't tell. Of course they're going to appear. And those hatchlings, Zoe, Vincent, and Samantha, all those three appeared in Angry Birds Blues, basically the TV show following up from the events of the first movie. So sort of a sequel.
Everyone, all is missing from the group of Angry Birds hatchlings are Will and Ariana.
Right, we don't know if they're confirmed, but all we know is that they're gonna be confirmed. But there is one character that I really wanted to be in the film.
Who is it? Will?
No, Luca.
Oh yeah.
And actually, Red Bird said that he's desperate for Luca to appear.
AB Blues. He said AB Blues only had one season.
Yeah, I know Angry Birds Blues only had one season. I'm aware of it because I actually saw the series.
Me too. So, I know. It's sad that we only got one season.
Yeah, March to December.
And you know what was worse than that?
So maybe V-Star is probably wrong about Silver not being in the movie. Well, we don't. Well, at first we didn't. We thought that she wasn't gonna be in the film, but now that we know that she's gonna be in the film, it just makes us hype even harder.
But, you know what?
The problem that I have, like I stated earlier, was that is Silver gonna be that bird that Ignite just showed? Like the design from our Angry Birds 2 game? Or is she going to be that mysterious bird that appeared out of nowhere?
You know what doesn't make sense? They have not released a Angry Birds Blues DVD.
Actually, let me look it up. And according to this, no, they didn't. Because DVDs are now becoming extinct.
DVDs are becoming extinct?
Well, they're not used by that anymore. Now it's with with the now it's used with video media. You have the DVD. You have the season 3 DVD. Yeah, Ignite has the season 3 DVD,
I have all of the Angry CDs.
but sadly not Angry Birds Blues. DVDs are coning extinct. DVDs are coning extinct. Wow. DVDs are coning extinct. This is worse than the Angry Birds Wiki, but we'll get to that later. Who do you think will play Silver? I'm going to assume Rachel Bloom. I'm just going to say it right now. Rachel Bloom. Either that she's going to play that or going to be the new voice to Matilda if Maya Rudolph doesn't show up. But
She probably wait. Is Maya Rudolph busy in any shape or form right now?
huh?
Is Maya Rudolph starring in any movies currently? Or has she this year started in any movies?
She was in the Lego Movie too.
As who again?
The mom.
Oh yeah. So we don't know if Matilda or we don't know if Maya Rudolph, Scene 10, Kate McKinnon.
My brother has the Angry Birds movie DVD. Yes, so do I.
So do I.
Yes, but does your brother have the deleted scenes?
I have the Blu-ray version, which means I have the deleted scenes.
Yeah, we mentioned on one of the live streams about like where some scenes in the movie should be in the final version, but there is one example, and that's where Red's apologizing to Chuck. And you know why? Because Ignite, if you just show everyone on the novel of the book.
Now, where'd my novel go? I put it some. Oh, there you are.
And if you turn to the page
Let me find it.
where what I'm talking about right now. Even in the novels, they actually included the deleted scene. So why the heck was it deleted?
Look, Chuck.
Rofio's getting lazy. Ugh.
They even got lazy 2 years. They got lazy 2 years ago.
Uh, yeah. But that scene was important to the movie. I mean, I'm guessing the reason why they deleted it was, I think, for two reasons. Either one, keeping Ray basically the angriest bird, or two, just trying to keep the movie minimal as possible. But here's the thing. This actually gives some character development between Red and Chuck, especially. Because in the final version, it makes Chuck really doesn't care about Billy, even though he really does care about Billy. And it makes Red even more of a jerk. Look at the final version. But he redeems himself by gaining Chuck's friendship and trust. And that's a good character development for Red, especially. Because he's sort of like becoming friends with Chuck and Bob. Even though he does shun them off, it makes more sense to actually do that. Instead of just saying, "Hey, Red just spoke Billy, okay," and just ignore it for the rest of the movie, which is kind of weird in my opinion. But I just find it too interesting to not mention. My story is about a hate crime. Yes, the hate crime is that the stealth luck had a very minor role in the movie.
Hate crime. You got that from Chuck, didn't you?
Yes, we're mentioning about the scene. One of the deleted scenes, in fact. Like, have you been paying attention? To just ask it. But anyways, I would imagine that Dove Cameron is gonna voice one of the Stella members. Because don't forget, even if they trolled us about Gale not being the main villain, there is actually supposed to be like a maybe they'll make a homage to it by having the stealth lock be more important. You know, be like
This one.
like to add like make like to make the
One of this one. Movie, of course.
yeah
Another one of Volume 2.
with all that. So
This
I just
one.
hope that they have a more of an important role in there.
And I have Season 3, Volume 2, along with all the pigtails DVDs. I don't want to show the case, but I have the disc right here. Season 2. That's Season 4. Season 2.
Oh, you have Fourth Street.
Yep.
Wait, Fourth Street's on DVD.
Yep.
Bull. That's. Are you sure that's real? Because they haven't released all the episodes of season 4.
Yeah, they released the DVD earlier than the They released the DVD before they premiered the episodes on YouTube.
Interesting. And also something very important to note here.
Rovio logo right there.
Yes, I can see the Robio logo. Oh, I know what an R looks like. Something very important to note here. The Stella cover, the Stella DVDs, the first one is one of my favorite. The season 1 is actually my favorite one, but it has the worst cover in existence. I mean, look at it. It's like 2D, but just include the 3D Stella. That's horrifying. And it doesn't look natural. But on season 2, however, that one is actually more cleaner and more cohesive. But unfortunately, this is the season that I have the most problem with.
Plus, they copied basically the lines from English Pop, basically, kind of.
Yeah, even though they kind of did that, at least it's some sort of homage, basically. It's not a whole total loss. And maybe Handsome Pig will appear. No! Handsome Pig! No! Please! No, please! No! I hope he's like a cameo appearance like the movie Corporal Pig, but except I don't like the character.
He is not getting any attention from Rovio. And Mustache Pig's got less attention than him in the old era, because he had less Foreman got less merchandise, surprisingly.
And also, Bubbles did mention that are they going to make any more Lego sets? I'm going to say I'm going to say maybe. We haven't got an actual confirmation or rumors going around, but I'm just going to assume that he's going to appear. I'm not a big fan of Handsome Pig. Yes. Thank you. At least someone else agrees with me. Oh, and Olivia thinks so too. Yes, I agree with both of your statements. Will El Porcador appear? Probably not. Probably not.
The reason why we say that is because, well,
I consider El Porcador I consider El Porcador as Toon's exclusive character.
He didn't even appear in the game.
Well, what I mean is that he's a character only exclusive to the classic universe.
Yeah.
Along with other characters like Hammer, Elevator, Glue, Hammer, Plunger Wheel,
Apple.
Me too. Me three.
Express Train.
Me 4.
For dislikers of him, some pigs.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of him. His episodes are not very. They're not the. They're the worst of the season. Honestly, they're the worst of the episodes. Although I
But
did.
I actually put this on my top 10 list, saying that that the episodes were actually kind of bad.
Although I say not gilded cage. Royal
Piggy,
pains was good.
Pig, I have to consider this. Piggy Love is funny, even though it's a episode focused about how handsome pigs force deviant our deviation of Gale. I still think it was funny. Even though I didn't like the episode, I still liked it.
Although I like Royal Pains.
Hmm. I guess I have to see the whole series again, just so that I can understand what's an updated list. They should
And
make Mailman Pig as a cameo. Remind me again who Mailman Pig is?
you mean Postman Pig? He is a pig that appears on the pause screen delivering you ads.
Oh.
So when you pause the game, there's a little postman pig, and when you click him, the ads go away. He's sad, but when you click him again, the sun's over him, and he's happy.
So in other words, Postman Pig likes to shove ads in your face. Yep, Red Bird says it's actually Postman Pig. So, oh, Bubbles, get your facts straight.
Because
And anyways,
I'm a big Angry Birds fan, and I know a lot, but probably not as much as V-Star.
yeah, I like if you've seen the other live streams. V-Star is a massive geek of the first game. In fact, he even plays some of the original games.
And can I tell you guys something kind of crazy? Can I tell them something kind of crazy?
Oh, what's that? They compare the original bomb to Dream Blast bomb. That's rich.
I actually predicted something 3 years behind, 3 years ahead, 3 years before it happened. I actually predicted it.
Oh, and here's an actual story about predictions. Now that we're going with that, basically, in Angry Birds Transformers, I'm a big fan of Transformers and Angry Birds.
I predicted
But
in English too, real quick. That's what I was going to show. But
yeah, he predicted that Stella was gonna appear. And basically, one of the predictions in Angry Birds Transformers was that Hound was gonna appear in the game, and Hound was actually gonna be played by Terrence. And guess
you were right.
it was Terrence as Hound. The prediction I actually made was Motormaster. And my original concept, and even during a live stream once, I was drawing Corporal Pig as Motormaster. Just any Motormaster. But I was basing it off the G1 version.
Another prediction was
And guess what? I
Cap-
actually got that right. I
another
actually got that right that I actually got that right that of the fact that Corporal Pig voice is gonna be Motormaster. So I find that very interesting. But what I didn't find, but one of the things that I actually did not predict, well, I sort of predicted this for Mirage. I did predict the body style they were going for and the accessory of a cannon, but I did not expect them to actually make it a Formula One race car and actually have it a different bird than what I wanted. I thought it was going to be Bomb, but it was actually going to be Bubbles instead. which is a little surprising, even for me, but oh well, a man can dream sometimes. But, anyways, and I actually have screenshots of both Mirage in his robot mode and his vehicle mode, if you want to see it. So, Bubbles, you better be happy. Better be happy. And I actually own Mirage. Yes, I paid money and I got Mirage. So this is him in his robot mode. And this, of course, is the Jazz body style. The main difference here this time is that the front is actually a Formula One race car. The head is obviously based off of the G1 Mirage, but the visor is where it's different. The visor is actually based off of the Robots in Disguise version, where he had somewhat of a visor on his head. I don't know why that for some characters they have visors on their eyes, even though they never had a visor in the first place, like Sideswipe or Sunstreaker. Red Alert, I can actually give it a pass because I think it's homaging Armada or Cybertron, basically the Unicron trilogy Red Alert, where it's basically just like a visor on his eyes, or where the eyes should be. So that's why I found that. And here is his vehicle mode. Like I said, a Formula One race car. And this actually predicts one thing. They're gonna make Drag Strip. And Drag Strip is also a Formula One race car, just like Mirage. So if they want to, they can make Drag Strip out of this mold. I'm going to predict that it's going to be Corporal Pig. And this is actually going to be a reference to the original cartoon, actually. Because in the original cartoon, Mirage actually disguised himself as Drag Strip. When like the Stunticons were basically like going with the like the Autobots were disguising themselves as the Stunticons. So Optimus Prime cosplayed as Motor Master. I believe Windcharger was Wild Rider. Drag Strip was played by Mirage. Sideswipe was Breakdown, and Jazz was Dead End. And surprisingly, some of those toys actually did make it into the final build in the Combiner Wars. Optimus was made into Motor Master. Mirage was made for Drag Strip.
Speaking of Drag Strip, the next character is going to be Drag Strip.
I mentioned about Drag Strip while you were gone.
And hey, look who I have.
Twinferno, who is a monster bot. And can you transform Twinferno in his true mode?
I tried. His helmet doesn't really. His thing that makes him a jet doesn't really. That part doesn't really stay on that well. So.
Bubbles, drinking a Mountain Dew voltage. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby.
I forgot something.
Puppy
BRB.
Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. If you remember that, smash that like button. Oh God, not that. I'm sorry, Bubbles. I just had to make that joke. I know nothing about Transformers. Well, I'm the guy. But if you want to know more information, I suggest you go to Christmas Fields, the basics on Transformers. If you want to know. So, yeah. So, anyways, let's move on to the next. to the next thing on our list, our wiki. I don't think V-Star is gonna appear anytime soon, so I am going to advertise our wiki a little bit. Our wiki is called the Angry Birds Universe Wiki, and I think we mentioned this in our other live streams. I don't know. I have a tiny walnut brain, but basically, the wiki is basically like a detailed and informational website about Angry Birds games, characters, crossover characters, events, movies, etc. Anything you can think of. And we even made some pages on the wiki that Angry Birds wiki hasn't done yet, like Dave and Buster's, for example. Oh yeah, Dave and Buster's, Angry Birds. I'm wondering if they're gonna make a cameo where an ice monster rips off Dave and Buster's, like in that movie Rampage, not referring to Constructicon Rampage, which is referring to the Beast Wars Rampage, something like that. And one thing that this wiki is better, or at least trying to be better of, is that of spelling and incorrect information. The Angry Birds wiki really likes to make up stuff. Like, for example, there's an article called King Pig's Mother. And that page is literally about King Pig's mother, about the exact day she died, the exact day her son was born, and formally they listed off that she was actually going to be voiced by Leslie Jones in the Angry Birds movie too. Well, now we don't got that anymore. So thank God. So thank goodness.
Next up, first the character, they made a mistake about Pigtail in season 1.
Yes, we actually made an Easter egg earlier in the stream, and that's actually true. They did mistake some everyday objects as characters, like Hammer. Hammer is a good character.
What?
Apple Senpai noticed me.
Express Train, that's the best character ever.
Yeah, I think is the worst character in existence. Oh, and my absolute favorite character, Elevator. He's just so beautiful and perfect.
Don't forget one more character, Hole.
Right. And I think I should make this joke.
Dirty Hole.
See, I didn't say it via my mouth. I said it via text. And another thing that our wiki does in their wiki is that our wiki separates the different characters that appear in the film and the classic. And I think I should go about a tangent of an example of where the movie characters aren't the classic characters. One, Bubbles and Blues the Blues' relationship. In the classic universe, Bubbles first met the Blues during Halloween in a candy box. And how does the Blues met Bubbles? Oh, by Red showing them to the parents, and Bubbles was right there looking at them. So he knows that. So Bubbles already knows that it exists. That's one in the bag. Two, the Stealthlock appears. If this was the classic universe, they should have appeared in another island, but they appear here, which I'm actually complaining about that, to be honest.
Next up,
and the last thing I should mention is that last thing is that the designs and the voices of the characters are not the same.
Like Bubbles, he sounds older than he's supposed to be.
Granted, it's supposed to be a different continuity than the classic. So there are some alterations and changes that needs to be made to that. if you excuse me, I have to use the restroom real quick. It'll be fast, but in the meantime, Ignite. Tell them about another example of how the classic and the movie isn't the same.
Okay. Next up, Red did not initially meet Hal right when he started being part of the flock, He met him along one of their countless journeys. Same goes for Terrence, and the relationship between Red and Terrence is sort of not. It does not make sense because according to the Angry Bird book I have, it says Red is the only one Terrence can communicate with. In fact, I have that book right here. Let me find Terrence's file and read you got it to you guys. Yeah, Terrence can teleport, but their relationship thing is not the same here. They're just friends in the movie, so that's another point, you guys. Hopefully I can find it. Oh, where is it? I forget where he is. Hopefully, oh wait, is there an index? I hope there is. Yeah, he teleports in a ton of Angry Birds episodes, such as Run, Chuck, Run, Fix It, Gardening with Karen, what episode? Oh, I'm pretty sure there was this one episode where a pig goes into a cave. Hopefully I can find it. Actually find Terrence in this book. Found him. I'm gonna read Terrence's story. Terrence has not spoken a word since his childhood, when he witnessed the cruelty of constant conflict with a pig. Terrence is deeply haunted by his past and can't shake the violent memories of his youth. Because of his
I'm the hottest round. I tell your mother, y'all can stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm less than 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Just make it bounce. I said you pick up on your with my style. Hello. People sing around. The people gather round. I see what y'all about. Get your pick on. Get your pick on. Get your pick on. Get your pick on.
Sorry about that. I was talking to the people on the Mino because V-Star. I know where V-Star is. He apparently is in the call with the Amino people.
so
just
oh,
Hi!
V-Star, you made it at last.
so let me reread
Hi!
here. Let me reread this for you guys. Terrence has not spoken a word since his childhood, when he witnessed the cruelty of constant conflict with a pig. Terrence is deeply haunted by his past and can't shake the violent Mondays of the week.
And V-Star, what you missed is that we discussed about the Angry Birds movie 2 trailer. And we are discussing now of how our wiki is better than the Angry Birds wiki. We mentioned of the about the items and Angry Piggy Tales being characters. They didn't update stuff in the whole show, basically. So yeah, gotta cover it.
Oh! Okay, I don't know. Like, just I don't really know what drugs they were on. Okay, I just the I feel like my brain cells are dying by the seconds every time I read that wiki.
Don't worry, look at our wiki. And by the way, V-Star, I'm also working on a drawing of Mighty Red.
Nice.
And I see that you were talking to him on the Amino.
Yes.
And it's apparently a music chat, apparently.
Well, we're basically just playing random music. Yeah. It was great.
Well, at least it didn't feature. I'm not gonna say it.
We played Despacito 3 times in the chat. Actually, it was 2 times.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did not play. I'm not even gonna say it because if I say it, I might jinx it.
Okay, let me. I actually going to play it now.
No, don't.
Oh no, not copyright.
V-Star, remember what happened last time?
And you were the cause of it.
Remember? We might get banned for this.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I'm going to play a ear-rape version.
Oh wait, what?
You heard me, a ear-rape version.
Of what? Explode? That's a
Yeet.
thing?
And you said the word now.
Oh no! Please.
Don't worry, there is no such thing as a ear-rape version, so.
Oh, that's good. So what have you guys been doing on the Amino? Just listen to music?
Yeah, playing random music. Masterpieces such as the Despacito and oh, in fact,
Blue.
I'm still on that chat right now. I'm still on that chat.
I know you are. You hear the music in the background. At least we're not copyright strike for that.
It's very quiet.
I don't know. I should probably leave now.
No, don't leave. You just got here.
No, like I leave that chat.
Oh, okay.
Bubble says, do you think Campbell will appear in Angry Birds 2?
It's like a Toons exclusive character. Like El Porcador. No, I mean a classic character exclusive.
Oh, okay. Did you know that that you remember that big bork, that fat thick boy from Angry Birds Space, that one pig? Oh, guess what? He is apparently
a species.
Yeah. Also, they counted El Porcador and that big bork as the same character, despite there being no evidence supporting that at all.
Which is just bullcrap.
You should tell him about what Angry Wiki did for Billy's page.
Oh.
But I did not mention about the fact that okay, let me actually say this right now. Angry Birds Wiki used to list is Courtney as a bird.
Seriously, that one pig, they counted her off as a bird. What?
That's just bullcrap.
Yeah, agreed. And on Billy's page on the English Wiki, it said, Billy will put it back in Angry Birds 2, as well as Zetta's bird.
Seriously, I have no idea what they were thinking. Like, I don't think I even want to know what they're thinking inside their heads.
Probably what Scylla drew last night.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't worry, I'm not gonna show them the monstrosity.
Despacito. Oh yeah, yes, Despacito.
Is that your way of coping that?
Yes.
I find that
Seriously,
hilarious.
Courtney, a pig, and they're identifying her as a bird. What? What? I don't
have you seen?
understand anything.
By the way, have you seen what people drew her in the amino?
Oh yes. Yeah, I seen it in
No, I just gotta say this right now.
I see nothing wrong with it, honestly.
Thick.
Yeah, extra thick bacon.
Female pickin'. Wait, did I say pickin'? Also, V-Star, if you want to bully me of my misspellings for the caption for bust a move, I accidentally said bust a movie. Oh, and by the way, V-Star, if you're gonna say, did you make a page on the newest Angry Birds on the Run episode? Guess what? Fricker, I did.
I wasn't even gonna ask you that, but okay.
And the next episode is the Claw.
Yes, but I don't think that's the actual episode title.
No, but that's what Ignite calls it. The Claw.
Okay.
And surprisingly, like, not saying that we didn't need you, V-Star, but I actually discussed about the trailer and all of that stuff, and I even mentioned your fact about this is actually better than the first trailer, because I said that the first one basically revealed too many plot points.
Yeah.
But hey, at least it's not as spoilish as Blitzwing.
What did you say?
No. You have to say like the Gundam, if the Gundam Ghost was still.
What did you say?
Oh wait, there's one thing that I need to say real quick. Dun 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 dun.
You say Blitzwing?
Hey, shut up. I mean, I wasn't bothered by Blitzwing, to be honest.
I just no that design no that design does not fit the name. Like it doesn't work for me. Like it just not okay. It doesn't. It's like calling someone who looks like Cliffjumper. That's like having someone named Cliffjumper and just call him Prowl.
Or when someone looks like Wheeljack, but it's actually called Downshift. Oh wait, that actually happened.
That's not really good. That's not a good example.
Yes, it is.
I know another good example. Okay, someone looks like Shockwave. Name him RC.
Or like another name that doesn't fit Shockwave at all.
Oh, I know. Bone Crusher.
By the way, did you know that Erector appeared in Transformers Animated? He actually did. I'm not joking.
Show you an Angry Birds movie Easter egg.
What's that?
On the TV, you can see the episode, the catch.
That's interesting.
You can also see Dr. Pork at some point in the movie as well. So there's some fun Easter eggs about Amber's movie. One. Hope you enjoyed that. So like I said, you can see Dr. Pork when the boulder falls, and when the cauldron falls, you can see the catch.
So V-Star.
What?
Did you know they're making a War for Cybertron show on Netflix?
Yes, I'm well aware of that, and I have I don't have any proper opinion on it to say anything yet, but
It's animated by the same people who made Prime.
Well, good to know that it's gonna look good, I guess.
Let's hope it's not as clunky as the other trilogy.
Yeah. Oh, what's a quote from that that we can use right here?
Oh, I know.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, I got one. Oh, shut up. And before we end this live stream, I think it's been like 2 hours or so.
What?
I
missed that much?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna have to rewatch the whole thing all over again and make a timestamp for this, don't I?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I don't think I need to do this. I don't know. I might, depending on. I'll watch the live stream, and depending on how much stuff was in it, I might make a timestamp. If not, then if it's just constant talking about stuff that you guys just mentioned. If I really didn't miss that much, then I don't think I have to.
And I think we should now discuss about some of the future videos that we're gonna upload on my channel. One of the videos is that we're gonna bring back Ruin Forever.
Oh yes, I that if you for those of you who doesn't know, there's this guy named Diamond Bow, right? He's a YouTuber, and he used to run this one series called Ruin Forever, where he just look at terrible stuff and just talk about it and just roast the heck out of it and stuff, you know that
and also explain why he doesn't like it or why fans don't like it.
Oh, yeah, it's not. So basically, the
guys.
Let's take one example. Okay, he made Ruin Forever on Pacific Rim, that one movie that came out last year, right?
Uprising, Pacific Rim Uprising.
Okay.
Real quick, don't you think you might get copyrighted for one of the two that you have planned?
What?
Don't you think you might get copyrighted?
If I give credit to the actual source. But anyways, continue, V-Star.
Yes, he did a Ruin Forever on Pacific Rim Uprising, so he expressed his negative opinion on it, and then so many people were like, yeah, because they actually genuinely liked the film, so yeah, it caused a lot of drama in the comment section and stuff, so yeah, that was one of the many reasons why he decided to just stop the series entirely.
So we're bringing it back, and the first test subject of our reimagined Ruin Forever is going to be the worst Lego film that I've ever seen, Lego Scooby-Doo
Oh my god, why did they decide to ruin Ninjago like this? Unacceptable!
And there's actually gonna be a skit on that episode where basically like I come in and then
No, don't spoil it. Don't
no,
spoil.
I'm just saying that I'm gonna have too many fakes of Lloyd and
Don't
Laura
spoil it.
Garmadon, and I'm
Don't
gonna voice by.
spoil it.
No, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just saying that I'm gonna have a skit where I walk in and see how our favorite Ninjago characters are
That
doing.
is not how it's no.
And then they act like they did in the movie. Basically, Lloyd being like, "Get away, father! I don't need you." And then Lloyd,
You
and
just
then
spoiled.
Lloyd's like, "Come on, son, respect me, respect my authority."
Correct.
I'm not spoiling the movie at all.
Okay. What you're doing here is like if Rovio decide to just give the details of every single scene in the movie when they release the teaser trailer. What you're doing here right now. That's what.
No. That's not.
Like,
That's not.
you're spoiling the whole thing. Now we have to come.
No, I'm not. I'm not spoiling the whole thing. It's just this. It's
No,
just
like
a gag of how much the characters have been ruined by this movie. That's what I'm going with.
You're there directly just spoiling that one skit section, which just no.
Don't mind it, V-Star. I don't mind it, honestly.
Yeah, like, no, I just hope that not that many people watch the stream now.
And another upcoming video is actually going to be a Cybertron scene from Bumblebee.
Yes, we remember the submerged videos that on this channel. GameCraft's gonna bring them back, sort of.
But instead of actually making it like an actual update where I actually make fan-made characters, I'm actually gonna use existing characters and some characters I never actually talked about on my channel, like Ironhide. I just talked about Mirage and about Dragstrip. Oh, that V-Star, just letting you know. And I never talked about classic Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Sweet boy.
In fact, I think I should actually play that now. Wait, let me just look for it.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy. Who said that?
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Play it again.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Again.
Bumblebee.
Sweet boy. Again.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Again.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
One more time.
Do you have a
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Is that enough for you?
One more time.
Bumblebee. Sweet boy.
Okay, now it's becoming old.
Okay, good.
So what do you want to talk about next?
I don't know. What did you talk about in the stream already?
We talked about the discussion of the Angry Birds movie 2 theories and whatnot. And Olivia made a point about like the birds and pigs working together. If you watched earlier, I'm just gonna say this again for V-Star. Basically, I said that if the pigs and birds are working together, I'm going to imagine that that Piggy Island is actually going to be freeze first, and then the piggies are coming back to Bird Island, and then basically the pigs are asking for their help, but then the birds are like, why should we ask for your help? You stole our children. And then basically the ice ball comes down, and then they'll start believing
it. Excuse me. What birds and pigs working together? Like,
That actually happened before.
Yeah, but like no,
In
no,
Angry
no
Birds
way.
Epic, Angry Birds Go, Angry Birds Transformers,
Well, okay,
even.
Angry Birds Go doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Sort of.
doesn't.
With Mechanic Pig and the birds. Not entirely.
But it was a mechanic pig only, and I don't think he never even wanted to steal the eggs in the first place. He just wanted to do his job and get paid. Literally, like in Bad Piggies and Angry Skull, he was just there so he could do his job and get paid because it's his job. Oh, and also, yeah, Angry Birds Epic, yeah, that was only like for a short while, and Angry Birds Transformers, they were forced to do it because they're literally the world is ending. So yeah, and for the Angry Birds movie 2 trailer, like what part of the film like convinces people that the birds and pigs are working together? Like I don't get it.
The third party faction.
Yeah, but like it doesn't work. Okay, remember that G1 Transformers movie?
Yeah, you mean Transformers, the only movie by the Hong standards?
Like so we have all about Decepticons, right? And then Unicron came along, and yeah, even though the world's still ending, the Decepticons are still blinded by their greediness, and so the Autobots and Decepticons still didn't end up working together. But the Autobots still won the day in the end.
Yeah, I could see your logic in there.
Yeah, like so basically what I would like to think is that the birds and pigs that they're still in a war of massive amount of deaths and with consisting of suicidal attacks and just mass property damage and just civilian deaths and all that stuff. And then uh, uh, even though there's now a third faction or just this one individual who is threatening to uh cover the entire world in ice apparently. Yeah, the birds and pigs they're still not gonna work together because the pigs they still want to eat the eggs because that's literally their motivation in the first place. And the birds they're not gonna trust the pigs. Of course they're not gonna. Like
Yeah, that's what I said in my point actually.
yeah, but and like the only time they'll ever work together is like near the very end of the movie. Like when like okay, here's my prediction, okay? This okay, so this not Elsa will convince the
You mean Purple Elsa lesbian bird?
I'm gonna refer to her as not Elsa. Okay, not Elsa is going to convince the pigs that she can help them take the eggs, and then like at some point later on in the film the not Elsa will backstab the pigs, and she's going to like basically just she because basically she's been tricking the pigs into working for her the whole time, and then basically the birds and pigs are forced to work together to defeat the not Elsa and save the world.
V-Star, I kind of like your theory, but there's one problem.
What?
That would mean that the pigs are basically the Decepticons in Revenge of the Fallen.
No. Like it's not like that. Okay, the pigs will like. Do you know like that's not how it works? Like, okay, in Revenge of the Fallen, it worked out like this, right? We at this whole time we thought that Megatron was the big bad, and then we were told that he's not. Okay, and this random guy showed up and stuff. Okay, that's how it felt. And the Decepticon still was backstabbed by that random guy. That random guy got killed and got his face ripped off, and that's when the Decepticons decide to just run away, like the idiots they are.
No, you mean the wasted characters they are.
Yeah, but for the pigs, let's be honest here. There's really isn't that much like actual individual characters among the pigs in that are given actual characters in the movies. Now, is there?
No, they're pretty much described as basically pig quagmires.
They're basically just pigs. Like the only individual characters that are actually given characters among the pigs are just their leader and probably a few other individuals, but only a few. And
Like Chef Pig.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna get enough time for spotlights, and they're gonna find some way to make us feel bad for the pigs somehow. I don't know, and yeah, that's when the pigs are going to try to convince the birds that they need to work together to save the world and all that jazz.
Wait, did you say jazz? You like jazz?
Just okay. Let's get. Anyways, the not Elsa is now defeated, and the birds and pigs, right? And then now the birds and pigs are going back to just stealing the eggs, and that's gonna happen in the end credits. I hope. I don't know. I just making random predictions at this point.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think the birds and pigs are gonna have to work together because of one famous line.
If you're gonna say we're gonna need a bigger slingshot, please don't.
You're right.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's really just pop culture reference right there. That's what it means. I'm
Or
going to
maybe
assume.
it's actually has something to do with the pig's plot in the beginning of the movie to take the eggs. Like maybe the pigs decided, know what? We're gonna become suicidal terrorists now.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Maybe that line is just there because.
Yeah, maybe.
What else is there to talk about?
Well, we can probably maybe V Star can tell us about like. Well, V Star, I have another question. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think the movie, like some characters' roles would be in the movie? Like Bubbles.
Okay, so we got our main protagonists, of course. We got your red bird with eyebrows. We got your banana.
Banana Island sunscreen.
Yes, and we got that bomb who farts and kills everyone within 10 meter radius or something. So we got our main protagonists, right? Okay. There's a good chance Mighty Eagle's gonna make a return. Of course he's gonna return. Of course.
But hold on. Red Bird said that either Red Bird or Olivia said that maybe Mighty Eagle's role could be like in the first one where he just appears in the final battle.
Nah. There's actually a frame in the trailer where Mighty Eagle's stomp belly appears near the three birds.
Wait, what? So he did appear in the trailer? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, but that was only his torso area.
But I didn't notice that.
That showed up in one frame.
So technically, Mighty Eagle did appear in the trailer.
Yeah, and Hal's gonna make a return, of course, but I have a feeling he's just gonna be there as a cameo, but I still have my hopes up.
What about Zeta? What do you think of Zeta's overall design and personality?
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a great character, actually.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be like a female Red
Yeah,
in this version.
it's been a while since we gotten a bird villain in Angry Birds. It's been a while. We got female villain too.
Yeah, so and it's actually glad to be a new character instead of an old character. Me personally, while I was rooting for Gale, at least we got a new character. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
but personally, I still kind of disappointed it's not Gale because imagine the amount of tension the stealth lock will finally get if Gale was the main villain.
Which might have read, but I was told that it was the case.
Yeah, but Rovio, just being Rovio.
Rovio, oh Rovio, where is thy creativity, thy Rovio?
Well, to be fair, the new villain is actually kind of creative, actually.
Yeah, she is kind of relatable, to be honest.
Yeah, and
she's basically like a evil version of Red. Yeah, I said it.
I kind of see it too.
I mean, that's how I see it.
I don't get what
Yeah.
you mean, really. Why do you see her as the evil version of Red?
V-Star.
She's very grumpy as heck, okay? She's very grumpy, just like how Red was in the first movie.
She's tired of, and she's also tired of what she's living in. Like Red's tired of the society being happy-go-lucky. This Zeta's is basically tired of basically living in a frozen alley. Like
yeah,
her,
okay. Also, a frozen seal infested island.
yeah, we know about the frozen seal.
Yeah, the seal infested. So it's evidence that the sea there's more than one seal on the frozen island. I'm not even sure if that's the official name, but for now we're just gonna go with that.
Yeah.
So yes. Oh no, it was not Bubbles. It's not Bubbles.
I think she was talking about the claim, not the belly.
What?
I think she's talking about the claim about the theory of the pigs and rats working together. I believe, not the not the not the not the belly of the mighty eagle.
Hi.
Just telling you.
Um. Oh, don't worry. It's snowing overnight where I live.
It's actually going to sleet over here.
Yeah, it's snowing overnight every single day this week for where I live right now for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, it's snowing overnight and then it stops and then the next night it snows again.
That's hilarious.
Don't ask me how the science works, okay? It just
Well, I'm not asking you that how science works. I mean, Movie Dalio knows how science works. 2 + 10 = 12. 2 + 10 = 12.
Yeah,
2
movie
2
Dahlia, not the Dahlia that we used to know.
No. Movie Willow is not what we used to know.
Oh yeah, the cell characters in the movie are so misrepresented.
Like, why did they make Willow British? Ugh.
And why did they make Poppy a barber instead of a drummer like she's supposed to be?
Or a crazy person.
Seriously, like if Dolly had the style characters have their original personalities from the game and the anime series that they came from, it would have been
By the way,
interesting to see Poppy being in Anger's management for pretty much destroying everything for mistake because she mistaken them for drums.
by the way, the hacker of Blue Jays 5678 channel actually saw the trailer and he said it looks painfully average.
Yeah,
Blue Jay has truly left us.
yeah. Don't worry about him. Yeah, he's just We should probably just leave him be.
Yeah.
At this point, it's pretty clear that Blue Jay is probably going through
Never coming back.
he's probably going through some depression or some stuff. I don't know. Like we should probably just leave him be.
Blue Jay's
And
not.
also, out there's 69 Angry Birds Transformers characters out there.
That guy.
69.
That guy.
68 in game, 1 mentioned.
Yes. Inferno is the 69th character. Hopefully, unless they're gonna add.
But we needed to set the hog. Please let it be drag strip.
By the way,
Or Combaticon, the real Combaticon Sheen.
Blue Jay is not that. That's not Blue Jay that's uploading those weird videos. It's a hacker.
Also, look what I did for Mighty Red.
Nice.
Awesome, buddy.
What do you think of the design of it?
Yeah, a bit different from the original design of the OC, but I say it's pretty good. It could be a variation of some sort.
Yeah, like I kind of see this as like a Cyporkador?
You base it off of him?
No, I kind of base this is basically the time era in which Mighty Red's in right now.
Huh.
During that era.
Huh. Actually, hold on. Let me look for something real quick.
Oh, by the way, someone mentioned that Red Extel is actually going to be in the Angry Birds movie.
Who?
Some people in the Mino can say that the Red Extel is actually going to be a thing.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would be a thing, but since now that it's confirmed that Gale's not the main villain, my hopes are kind of down for that.
No, I said Red Extella.
I know. Like, okay. Here's another thing that I was expecting before they dropped the teaser trailer. Right. Like, I was expecting like, okay, if Gale was the main villain, then of course Stella's gonna get some spotlight, right?
Yeah.
And we all know that Stella's a teenager and all that, and Red is pretty much an adult, so it would be interesting to see those two characters interact in kind of a big brother and little sister kind of interaction, or
kind of like what Blue Jay did,
or father and daughter kind of dynamic.
Not father and daughter, but maybe brother and sister.
Yeah. Then it will probably and then it will probably make some Rule 34 fuel. Yeah, I don't want to think about that, but like seriously, missed opportunity. But hey, I can live with what Rovio's up to.
And there's actually a few hints from here and there. Like for example, the in your book, in the concept art book, there was actually a scene where like Red and Stella were actually dancing.
I see. I'm aware of that. So yeah.
And why would Red and Stella actually be in the Angry Birds Pop promotional art? And why would they make a story about Red X Stella in The Princess and the Clown?
DeviantArt's gonna have fun with this. Oh wait, they already did.
Yes, they have. So, anyways, I feel like there's nothing to talk about on this stream in many ways. So, I think we're gonna end the stream here, basically. And so I'm gonna send a link to the Angry Birds Universe Wiki so that everyone can look at it and see how of our progress on it so far.
And by progress, we still got a lot to go. Like we only got like 2% done. Actually, no, 4%. That's more accurate.
According to the website, it said we have 56% done.
Well, in terms of like just stuff like for like for the wiki articles that we're just gonna make, we still got a lot more to go. Like a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah. Make sure. Okay. You probably should put a link down in the comment section after the stream's over, so that
I did put a string on.
Like after the stream's over, when the comment section is available, put the link there for easy access.
Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone has enjoyed our live stream.
Yay.
A live stream of our March Madness. So this is Kittycraft.
And this is V-Star.
This is Ignite.
Saying happy March and keep on dreaming. We'll see you next time on the next live stream or video together.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
And expect Angry Ultimate Adventure in April.